just to get your thoughts on that 2-0 win for Manchester City. Not really a game that we can judge much from, I guess, because of the way it played out with Napoli going down to 10.
Yes, but to be fair, right from the start, City looked way better than Napoli. Very difficult to judge it, as you said, because the captain got sent off and rightly so. You can't even complain about that one. So it did change the game. I was personally sad for Kevin De Bruyne to leave the field. You can understand that, obviously. With one man less, you have to do a bit more work off the ball, and the coach didn't trust him. But overall, it was well deserved. It was about being patient, like Jamie said before, and they find a way. And the way they did, by the way, the pass of Phil Foden, that finish from the monster, we already know when it comes to goals and anything that happens in the box, at his age, what he did, the amount of goals, nobody can talk to him when it comes to that. And then Jeremy Doku being in the pocket, and as soon as you have a guy that can dribble on a second goal like him, being close to goal, obviously when you pass the players, you find yourself facing the net instead of being on the side. So, fair play to Haaland and Jeremy Doku. It looks like he's going to be, it's early, maybe his season.
It's his 7th goal in 6 games as well, isn't it? Just how good a start to the season has it been for him, do you think?
Look, we all know he will score, playing well or not playing well. I do think that what Micah said, and Jamie also has been saying it here in England, is that he looks fresher. He looks like he had that little desire. When he played against Man United, you could see he was sharp when he was pressing, trying to hold it, trying to lead from the front, not only with goals, but with his all-around game, and that's good for Man City.
Thierry, can I ask you, we talk about Haaland a lot, and you speak about him. Obviously, there's no one better to speak on the best strikers in the world, and we sometimes talk about his all-round game. But in terms of his goal scoring, he's top of the list. Is his finishing underrated? People talk about him being a great goal scorer, but whenever I see him in front of goal, there's never a thought in my mind that he would miss.
I would say that it is not underrated, but it's
Is he the best?
But it's taken for granted.
Yes.
Because he does it ever so well, and he makes it look easy. You're like, oh yeah, well, it's Haaland.
Yeah.
Well, it's not normal. We are seeing the numbers. We can talk about stuff, and we already done it that he can get better at. But the numbers don't lie when it comes to that at one point, because when you look at the history of so many players and how quick he did it, nobody did it as quick as him. But yeah, I do think that sometimes people, just because he can karate kick one that way, or he just makes it look easy, that we all go, oh, well, that's Haaland. And that's how great you can be sometimes, because people just think it's normal. It is not.
I think because he's so big and powerful and quick, you almost have this vision of Haaland just knocking people out the way and just hitting a ball as hard as he can, smashes the net. When really some of his finesse, you've just mentioned the one he scored a couple of years ago, like a Johan Cruyff goal. The goal he scored tonight with his head just to dink that over. There was one against Manchester United where he went through on his left foot. There's no thought that he's not going to score. I actually think his actual finishing to be out of this way. This is an unbelievable finish.
Oh.
Absolutely outstanding.
Welcome along. It's so good to have you with us. Kate, Thierry, Jamie here. Micah Richards is over there in the studio with his favourite Man City player.
I'm with my friend Philip Foden, the star. Philip, how does that feel? Come on, talk to me.
Amazing. To start off the Champions League with a win. We obviously had a difficult Champions League last year, so it was very important to start off with a win tonight.
Can we talk about your form? Obviously, 2 seasons ago, Player of the Year. Last season was a little bit more difficult for you. But this season, you look back to your best again, or getting somewhere towards that. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair to say. Obviously, last year my performances weren't what I'm used to, but I feel like every player goes through them dips. It's just about how you react, and yeah, I've been hungry as ever to get back in the team and to show what I'm about and try and get back to my best.
How is it for you playing in that sort of number 10 role as well now? We've seen you play on the left, we've seen you play on the right, but in the 10 you look at home. Yeah,
I just feel free. It's somewhere where I just feel so comfortable. I feel like I can grow into the game, and yeah, I just feel myself in there. I can come short, maybe get into the game if I'm not receiving in the pockets, and maybe open up space for others. And yeah, I'm just enjoying it, playing in there at the moment.
Can I ask you about further plans in terms of the season? How far can this team go? Because that is a question mark everyone or the question everyone is asking in terms of are City back to their best? I don't think so just yet. I think they're growing. I think the players that you brought in have been very good. But how far away are you?
Yeah, if I'm honest, I don't think we're fully back there. I've seen glimpses of it, but yeah, I think it's a process at the moment with the new players coming in, and to be fair, they've adapted really quickly, but I still feel like they still need to understand what we do. You know, a lot of teams are coming and pressing at the Etihad now, and something we're not really used to, so we have to go a little bit longer than usual, maybe into Erling to get the sets off him. But yeah, football's always evolving, and it's about how you find new ways to win, and I feel like we're going through that process at the moment of maybe not changing philosophy a lot, but just changing a little bit to adapt to teams, and I feel like we're doing that really well at the moment.
Can I ask you about your hair? You know we're talking about trims. I'm feeling the trim, Phil Foden. Who is this? Magnifique. What have you asked the barber there for?
Nah, I just left it a little bit longer on top than usual. Obviously, it's normally a lot shorter. But yeah, I've got a lot of compliments recently, so yeah, I'm happy to leave it.
Thierry, Jamie, do you want to say anything?
Phil, I have a question, but first and foremost, congratulations. I love the pass tonight. You, as you said, you were talking about being free in terms of positioning. I also wanted to know how great it is. Please, can you explain to people to be pain-free? Because if not, it's very difficult to perform, and people forget about that.
Yeah, it's obviously massively important. I think a lot of footballers play with niggles here and there, and last year I was picking up a lot of niggles that I had to play with, and it's not an excuse really why I weren't at my best. I feel like it was a full team problem. I think everyone weren't up to the standards, and obviously it's more difficult to perform. But I feel like there's fresh minds this season, fresh players, and yeah, we're ready to start again.
Phil, can I just ask you mentioned before about the number 10 position, and obviously when you look at the setup of the team, Bernardo Silva's on the right at the moment, and you've been central the last couple of games. But in the past, I've always felt Pep would put maybe somebody else a little bit central, and you'd end up finding yourself on the right. Is that maybe something you've spoken to the manager about, or is that just his decision?
Yeah, I've not really spoken to him about it. I think I set up on the right at the start of the game, and he changed me and Bernardo round. Obviously, I'm happy to play wherever he puts me, but you know, I think I've made it clear that I do prefer the 10, and that's where I see myself playing. So, yeah, like I said, that's where I want to be. So let's see what happens. I'm playing there at the moment and loving my football. So,
well, yeah, you just said that you prefer the 10, but I'm sat in Micah's chair tonight, and Micah normally asks the same question, and it normally goes along the lines of Phil Foden. Who's your favourite on the show?
Favourite?
Yeah, favourite.
None of yous. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, I love you all, man. I swear, I love you all. Funny bunch.
You've got to pick one, just one.
One? Ah, put me on the spot here. Do I actually have to pick one?
Go on, pick one. Tell us who your favourite
I'm sweating here, Phil.
Can you get a towel for Micah? Can you get a towel for Micah? Wow.
I'm not trust for the
Talk us
occasion.
through that coat, please.
You like this though, don't you? Little fashion
warm,
sense,
innit?
a little, you know. I won't mention the brand, you know, because they don't sponsor me. I'm looking for a sponsor if anyone wants to sponsor me. But yeah, I got it wrong tonight. Last one from me. Arsenal, the weekend. Big game.
Massive game. Yeah, we obviously know how difficult Arsenal is. They don't make it easy for us every time we play them. Similar to tonight, they so hard to break down. They're probably the best in the structure at the moment. So yeah, it's going to be really difficult to break them down, but hopefully we can keep patient like today and hopefully pick our moments at the right times and hurt them. So yeah, it's going to be a very good game, a good watch for you guys.
Well, good luck. Good luck. I know Jamie's about to say something different.
Micah,
so,
who are you
just
supporting?
leave it go now, Philip.
Who's Micah supporting? Is he supporting Arsenal or City on Sunday?
We're having technical problems. The line's got a bit funny there, Phil.
Aaron, can you?
I can't hear him. See you later.
Thank you, Phil.
Nice one, guys.
Nice to see you.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you. Oh, my God.
Oh, that was good.
All the sweating.
He's dripping with sweat, isn't he?